Hello guys, welcome to VJ Techno Wizard. In reactjs tutorial, today we are going to learn about how to upload your React project from Visual Studio Code to GitHub and how to download React project from GitHub to your Visual Studio Code. Okay, for that you should have GitHub account for uploading or downloading a React project. So make sure you have an account. Otherwise, you will create an account GitHub account first. Okay, and then you need to create a repository in GitHub account for uploading a React project, and following comments are used step by step for uploading a project from Visual Studio Code to GitHub properly. Okay, first make sure you have Git in your system or not. See guys, Git versus GitHub, there is difference between Git and GitHub. Git is a version control system to tracking the changes of your code, but GitHub is a storage. It's a cloud storage. We are Once you done your code, you are uploading your code into somewhere, right? You want to store it in somewhere, right? So for that we are using that GitHub storage. It's a cloud storage of projects. So first install Git if you don't have in your system, and then check you have that latest version by using the below command git space hyphen hyphen version. Okay, following commands are we are going to use in Visual Studio Code terminal for pushing that React project from Visual Studio Code to GitHub. Okay, and I'll explain each command with use case scenarios. Okay guys, let me do it practically in Visual Studio Code. Here I have my GitHub account, and now I'm going to create one new repository. Okay, my React app in GitHub. Okay, this is the repository and I make it as public. Now I'll create a repository. That's it. Now whatever files we have in this path, it's all about reactjs. Okay, reactjs project modules and public folder and source folder and some files. Okay, now go to Visual Studio Code, open the terminal. First check we have Git version or not. I have the latest version of Git. Okay, now I'll type this git init command. That git init command initialized one empty Git repository in this path. Okay, previously there is no folder. Now we have that .git folder. Okay, so this command helpful to Git to know which folder it want to track. Okay, now we initialize this project React app in GitHub, so Git can easily understand and Git start tracking this changes whatever happened inside this React app in GitHub folder. Okay, now I'll just open index.html file and then app.js. Okay, here I'll add one command learn react.js. Okay, the next command is git add space. We mentioned that file name. See, in that entire folder we have multiple files, but I updated one line in that app.js file only. Rest of the files have same content. So, okay, so I'll just add this command git add app.js. So Git knows, okay, this is the folder we want to update in that GitHub repository. But now I want to add all the files in this repository. Okay, currently we don't have any files inside this repository, right? So we want to push all the things. So git add space dot, which means it considered all the files inside this folder. So it push all the files to that repository. Okay, now we are going to commit. Commit means we give a confirmation to Git to add all the repository, all the files into the repository. Okay, git commit hyphen m update it all files. Okay, this command is helpful for other developers to know what we changed or what we updated in the code. Okay, now I'll type git branch m main. The purpose of branch is in same repository we can create multiple branch. By default there is a main branch. Okay, for example, your tech lead implemented one project and he published that project in React app in GitHub repository inside that main branch, and you want to update something and you publish that code to that repository, but you don't want to conflict or affecting that main branch. In this case, you just create another branch like master branch or main 2 main 3 branch like that, and you update your code, and you will inform your seniors or tech lead to check that code. If that code is okay, then the tech lead merge that code from your master branch to main branch. Okay, now we mentioned that branch main. Okay, by using that git init, we informed to git to track this particular folder my react app in github, and then we added all the files using this command git add space dot, and then we confirm that commit by using the command update all the files, and we mentioned the branch also. We need to push all the code in that main branch. Okay, now we need to inform the path where we want to push all the code. Currently we have our project in local, but we want to push it in our cloud, right? We want to store that file entire project in cloud, right? So now we are going to push the project into cloud storage. That's why we use git remote add origin. Here we need to inform that repository path. So just go to github, and you already created that repository. Just copy this path, https github.com, and slash this is your github account name, and slash this is your repository name, my react app in github. Now git knows this is the path. We need to push all the files into this remote repository. Okay, now we are in final stage, git push a new origin main. Okay, now all files are pushed into that repository successfully. Let me check it on GitHub account. I'll just refresh this page. Here we have all the files. Okay, updated all the files. This is that command what we mentioned in that commit syntax. Okay, this is the way we need to upload our React project from Visual Studio Code to GitHub. Okay, now let me see how to download React project from GitHub to Visual Studio Code. Now I'll take another project, demo, and here just click that code and copy this path. That's it, and go to Visual Studio Code, click new window. Here you have an option clone git repository. Okay, just click that, and here paste your repository link what you want to download in your system. Okay, just paste that command and select the location where you want to save that project, in which location. Okay, I'll choose data D, select repository location. Now it asks would you like to open the clone repository. Yeah, just click open and say yes. Okay, now that project demo it's cloned in your local system. Okay, it's a simple way. Downloading the React project from GitHub to Visual Studio Code is just a two-step. Just click file, new window, and then click the clone git repository and paste the repository what you want to download in your local system. That's it. That's all guys. In upcoming video we will discuss more git commands, and I'll explain the use case scenario also. So stay tuned and subscribe my channel and click the bell icon, then only you will get a notification whenever I post a new video. Okay, and if my video is very helpful in your career, then don't forget to give that super thanks. Thanks for watching.